all and all. I, Arpan Patel and Dr. Divyang Vyas, welcome you on behalf of Parud University Faculty of Commerce. Today, we are going to develop very effective knowledge regarding Excel that has been very helpful to each and every person and for research purpose as well as in the industrial part or the job part. We have our resource person that is Dr. Mehul Patel. Hello, sir.
Hello. Good afternoon,
Uh,
sir.
Very good afternoon, sir.
Am I audible,
Uh,
sir?
yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. A small profile regarding Dr. Mehul Patel. Dr. Mehul Patel has completed PhD, MCA, MPA, MSc in Value Education in Spirituality. He has 22 years experience and he is serving in a CP Patel and FH Shah College Commerce at Anand, as he has received a Best Received Research Award in December 2020. He did a two minor research project. Also, he has written 9 books. He also published 39 research papers and attained more than 50 workshops, seminars, conference, and others. More than 40 faculty development programs and various fields they have initiative. He is actively reviewer and associate editor in 5 international journals. He has conducted number of expert lectures in various colleges and computer application fields. So I would like to request our speaker, Dr. Mehul Patel, to share that knowledge with our faculties and students. Please, sir.
Thank you, Arpan Patel.
Thank you, sir.
I'm thankful to, first of all, thankful to my Almighty God. Then I'm thankful to Dr. Divyang Vyas. I'm thankful to Parul University, Arpan Patel sir, and others, all the staff members who gave me this kind of opportunity and conducting a very important topic related to the commerce students, because nowadays as I saw, some practical knowledge is not getting by the commercial students in a practical field. And as we all know about the Excel sheet, which is a very powerful tool for calculation purpose, right? So in today's my webinar, I will try to give some brief knowledge regarding some basic steps for the calculation purpose. So I'm going to share a PPT of mine. Will you please able to see, then please ask me whether it is visible or not. So till that, I stopped my video. Okay, is it okay, sir?
Okay, sir. No issue.
So during my session, if any candidate wants to know, please unmute your mic and speak about the question. Right? So this is a very simple introduction of mine. Very simple, nothing else. And in another slide, today the topic which I want to cover in the webinar are salary register for the company. How we are going to prepare a salary register. Then pivot table. Then attendance of the students with reference the files. Sales rating and banking accounting training. So these are the 5 main topics that I'm going to cover. Okay. So before wasting of any time, I will start with the Excel presentations. Just a minute. Fine. So I will start with the salary. Sir, my screen is visible proper?
Yes, sir. Visible.
Fine. So as we know that nowadays the salary statement is very much important for any kind of company. So this is a rough module that I have been made for making attendance plus salary statements. So first of all, what should we do? As we all know that just we have to simply write down the content or write down the title in the form of like this, attendance with the salary statement for the given year at any company name. Okay. Then I made this titles, serial numbers, ticket number. Ticket number means employee ID number, the name of the employee, and which month I want to cover for the salary. So I specifically covered the November month for the 2020. So it will start from the first date to 30th date. So during this period, I covered Sunday with the red mark because Sunday also to be considered as a working day, right? And here P for present and A for absent. So I will give you demonstration with one more example. Suppose I am taking one more name, for example, Divyang Vyas. Same month, November. I covered P for present, sorry, P, 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 then A, then A, then P. Sunday. Again P, 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 P. मतलब these are the days Mr. Divyang is presented for his duty. When I put A mark means he is absent on that particular day. Okay. So this you have to consider. Now the total days is 30. So I covered as a 30 is a simple. Total day is 30. Now out of this, how many days Mr. Divyang is presented over here? So I am going to put a one formula. With the help of that formula, we can count the present day. Okay. And the name of formula is count if. In this formula, I have to select how many present day is available in our sheet. So this is the way we have to use is equal to, then I have to write count if. So it will display over here. Look, count if in a blue mark, and then I am going to use a bracket. So the bracket indicate it's a name of one function. So whenever we are making a functions in an Excel sheet, it will gives us a little bit hint that what you have to apply in this. So look at this area. It will gives me a range. It means what? We have to select a particular range for my given problems. So I'm going to select this area like this. I'm going to use with the mouse and just I drag it up to the first date like this. Okay. Till that. So this is a range selections of mine. Then I have to use a comma as per the given in a syntax of function. So when I put a comma, it will highlighted the second part, that which criteria you want to put it down. So my criteria is I want to find out a present day, and the present day I put it as a P mark. So just I am going to select any P mark over here and just I click on that. Okay. Then just I have to close this bracket like this. So my original function count if into bracket, it will gives me a full range, and up after the range, the specific criteria I have to select. After that, the bracket is closed, and then just I have to press simply enter. So it will give me 23 days. for the present day. If I select over here any, for example, I am going to change A. So it will convert it into 22. Look at the present day column. If I put P over here, then it will change 23. If I select A over here, one more A over here, then the present day will change. It means what? The present day calculation with the count if function is very, very helpful. Fine. The same function I request to all the students, the same functions that will help you during your final semester. Whenever you will go through your project, comprehensive project, and after collection of your questionnaires data, you have to prepare a database, and at that time you are selecting 3 scale or 5 scale or 7 scale data. So whenever you are selecting out of any 3 criteria of the scale data, and you have to collected informations and you have to separate out, just a minute please. Just you have to separate out this criteria with the count if functions. So this functions is very, very helpful for you students. Okay. Now let us continue with our another formula, absent day. How many absent days are available for Mr. Divyang in a particular month of November? The same functions I have to apply over here is equal to, one more time it should be repeated. So if anyone have any doubt, so it will be clear. Again, count if, then range is given. So I have to select the range from here with the mouse or with the keyboard. The choice is yours. Up to the first date, right? So up to the first date. Now, which criteria are required? Absent is I required, right? So I have to just select the A cell because I want to count absent data. So just I press A. So it will display 3. Now, I want to count working days. I want to count working days. So working day means what? Total days minus absent days. As I told you, the Sunday, it means it is a counting in a working day, right? So what we have to do in this case, we have to subtract the absent days from total days. So I put one more formula over here is equal to then total cell, total days minus absent days. It will give me a total working days. Okay. Total working days. Now I am going to find out per day income. So which is fixed given by the any industry, that whatever the charges any employee get by per day. For example, I am taking 500 rupees. 500 rupees per day income. That I have to write down. There is no formula in this. But yes, now the total salary, how much total salary I have to count. So for this, I have to use total 30 days. What? Total days into per day income. I repeat one more time. If I want to count total salary, so I have to use the multiplications from total days and per day income. So for this, I am going to use equal to sign, total days into per day income. So these are the total salary of any employee. Now, another column which is in hand salary means what? that actual amount is gained by an employee. So for this, we have to use one more formula, and that is working day into per day income. Which one? Working day into per day income. So for this, I am going to use one more formula, and the formula should be start with the equal to mark, is equal to working day multiply with per day income. Just simply press enter. So it will display like this. Okay. So this is the way I can make a salary register of any employees. This is a very simple examples of salary. But nowadays, some more functions are given, or some more criteria are given, as we shown one more salary structure. For example, I will show you HRA, house rent allowance, DA, direct allowance. Is it visible properly, or should I increase the font size, sir?
Little bit, sir.
Little bit. Okay, fine. HRA, BA, basic, PF, provident fund, then medical allowance, LIC, okay, then gross salary, then after deduction, net salary, then one more portion that is called PT, which is called professional tax, right? So these are the various fields are included in nowadays salary structure. So let us take one more example related to that also, that how to calculate the basic DA, HRA, medical allowance, LIC, gross salary, net salary, and PF. Okay, fine. So I'm just selecting some required fields from over here. Like this. Then basic, the first field. Then sorry, not basic, present days. That how many days the employees is done his job, present days, and basic. And let me describe properly. Basic, and then HRA, then DA, then medical allowance, then LIC, then provident fund, professional tax, gross salary, and then lastly net salary. Right? So these are the basic required fields for nowadays calculations of salary register. Okay, so let us take one example related to that. Serial number 1. Let me describe in a very, with the font size is higher, so it will be clear to you. Ticket number, let us consider 101. Name Mehul Patel. Month, that is November. present day that we have to consider. For example, 24 days we have to consider as a present day. And the basic, it means the rate which is fixed that given to the employee. Let us take 2,400, the basic, which is given by the company to that employee. Now, HRA. So we can take 10% of the basic. 10% of the basic is considered as an HRA. HRA means house rent allowances. Chalo. So how we have to put that 10 percentage marks? So for this, I am going to use a formula is equal to, then bracket 10 percentage of basic. It means I have to select the basic value for this like this, then into 10 percentage and then divide with the 100. So it should be give me a 10 percentage value for HRA. So out of 2,400, the 10% is 240. Now, DA value. It is also a kind of allowance that is called direct allowance. So let us consider a 4 percentage mark of DA on basic. So I am going to select, I am going to put a one more formula is equal to into bracket basic, then 4 percentage divide by 100. So the 4 percentage of 2,400, which is 96. Now medical allowance. For example, 11% of, keep it in mind, 11% of basic and DA means the addition of basic value plus DA value, and based on that two values we are consider 11% of medical allowance on basic and DA. So for this I am going to use equal to sign, then basic plus DA into 11% divide by 100. I left to put a one more bracket, so it may be problem, it may be clear problem. Yes, just I have good, I'm simplify it with the one more bracket over here. Now it is okay. My God. %11% that I have to put over here. 11%. Okay. So this is a medical allowance. Okay. Same way, I'm going to use one more formula for the LIC. For example, 10% of LIC based on basic and DA. So again, I have to use the same formula, basic plus DA into 10% divided by 100. So it will give me LIC value. Now the provident PF means provident fund, that is fixed 12% on gross salary. Provident fund is based on gross salary. So before calculation of the provident fund, I have to calculate gross salary. Okay. So I'm just shifting this field over here and then over here as a provident fund. So now how to calculate gross salary? So salary means all the allowances is to be clubbed. It means the summation of all the allowances including basic. Okay. So for this I'm going to select equal to sign, then basic plus HRA plus DA plus medical. Okay. So these are the fields for including as a net gross salary. So I am just using with the plus operator for addition. So this is a total gross salary of a particular employee. Now, I want to find out a professional tax, then provident fund. So the basic formula which is given by the government for any employees, that if the employee is earning more than 6,000 rupees, so 80 rupees is to be deducted by the government or any institute. Suppose he is earning monthly more than 15,000 rupees, so government will deduct 180 rupees. If the employee is earning more than 20,000 rupees, so government will deduct 200 rupees as a professional tax. So these kind of different criteria I have to put in the field. How? So in a three different criteria or maybe four or five criteria. So when the if condition is there, means there are 4 to 5 different criteria are given. So at that time, I have to select if conditions. I'm going to just increase the basic value. So that will be considered for my gross salary higher. And I'm putting a professional tax in my slot. That's why instead of 2,400, I'm using maybe 12,000. So this ratio is increased. Now, I'm going to put a professional text formula, which is very, very important. Students, be focused over here, which is if condition. So how should I put the if conditions? If, then bracket. As I told you, when I put any kind of formula, it will give me a highlighted value. For example, logical test. So which condition I have to put? So I have to put a gross salary less than greater than 15,000. Then what is the condition? If value is true, if the value is true, then 150 rupees to be deducted. Okay. If the value is wrong, then again I have to put if condition. If again the same field. Okay. Now criteria is different. Greater than 9,000 or 8,000. Comma. If it will be there, then 80 rupees to be deducted. Then again one more formula. If my gross salary is greater than 4,000 or 6,000, then 80 rupees to be deducted, 0 rupees or 10 rupees to be deducted. Let us consider 10. After this, I have to just put simply 0 mark over here, because after less amount, there is no choice as a false value. So I have to select 0. So look into the formula. There are 3 different conditions I have to put over here. Okay, so I have to close the 3 different brackets, 1, 2, and 3, and press enter. Look, my gross salary is more than 15,000, so it will deducted 150 rupees. Now I am going to change the basic value that will affect over here. Check it. Okay, so this is my last condition. So more than 150. I am selecting 2,500 as a basic. C. If the gross salary is less than 4,000, so the professional tax is 0. Okay. One more. If I select 7,000 as a basic, so 80 rupees is to be deducted, right? So this is a very important formula for all of us, those who wants to learn to create a salary structure. Fine. Now, PF means Provident Fund. As we all know that the Provident Fund, which is fixed 12.12 percentage on the basis of gross salary. Okay. So for this, I have to use equal to sign, then bracket, then the cell which is selected for the gross salary into 12 percentage divided by 100. Instead of that, suppose I am talking about this. Look at this formula bar. Look at this formula bar. If you do not want to write divide by 100, you may simply use the percentage sign, which is highlighted in the home bar. Look at my cursor. You will see it. Okay. Fine. So this is the way we have to put a provident fund. Now net salary. So as we know, the net salary is how to find a net salary is equal to then gross salary minus LIC minus professional tax minus provident fund. So this is the final salary of any employee. Okay. Now, if I want to select one more employee, what should we do? Just we have to simply drag the value which we define in a formula. Okay. I will show it to you. Let us take one more example. 102 Uma Patel. Month is November. Present day 23. Basic value is let us take 2,500. Now just we have to simply drag the formula like this. The formula should be displayed automatically in the respective cells. Okay. Look. Okay. Now the remaining thing is just we have to set up a formatting work. Just we have to set up the formatting work. Okay, students. So this is the way we have to make a proper salary structure as per the nowadays format. Fine. I hope you are very clear with this concept about the salary structure, how to create a salary structure. Okay. So now any questions from the students? I am waiting for the questions. If no questions, then I am going with another criteria, which is cells with rating. Any questions, please?
Students are requested to raise a query. If you have any confusion or query, you are free to ask me also. Mule, sir.
Yes.
Sir, you can continue with your next topic, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you,
I'm
sir.
thankful to the students as well as staff member who listen me very carefully, and I hope that you will gain some proper functioning formula in Excel sheet. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm moving with the another, and which is very interesting. Cells with the rating, which is a very wonderful concept. in an Excel sheet. I gave you this an example in the form of this, and I will take some more example how to create this rating in the form of bar chart. Parallelly, whenever you are inserting the sales value, the graph will automatically change. It means the bar graph is automatically changed. How we have to construct it, that I am going to show you. Okay, so as you can see on my computer screen, the format of a cells with the rating, I'm just inserting some more values like this. The month of the cell rating is January. One more time. East zone. Let us take an example of East zone. Okay. Then the amount of cells to be 24,500. Okay. This is the criteria that I want to hide. Chala. The same thing I am just copying all the content over here, and then I will explain how this bar chart will generate. It is a very interesting concept because nowadays all the managerial wings is wanted to the data in the form of graph as well as values. Okay, so give me 1 minute. I will just formatting everything. Now, this is a very interesting concept that how we have to put it the rating in the form of chart, bar chart, I mean to say. So for this, simply you have to put a one simple formula is equal to then the values which is mentioned in a cells. So you have to just select the cell only in a simple click. Then you have to just press simple enter. So it will gives you a value which is mentioned in a cells. Look, just I am dragging the remaining cells, so it will display like this. The all value which is mentioned in a cells cell. Now I'm constructing a bar over here. I am going to construct a bar over here. Okay, so for that I have to select the particular area. Then I have to go conditional formatting. Look at my arrow, please. Conditional formatting. And then I have to selecting data bars. Which option I have to select? Data bars. Just I want to select any bar in the form of color. If you select green color, okay, so it will display like this. And after that, you have to give a color particular for this cell. Let us change the color over here from black to white. So this is a font color, and I'm going to select a white color over here. So when I press a white color over here, it will display the content which I wrote in a cells in the form of number is little bit disabled. But I want to remove it properly. Means no one can see that what is behind it. So I'm going to choose again conditional formatting. Then I go with the data bar, and from the data bar I have to select more rule option. Look at one more time. I have to go conditional formatting, then data bar, then more rules. Okay, so when I click over here, it will display one more window, and from this window I have to tick this checkbox, and the checkbox which is mentioned as a show bar only. Show bar only. Just I'm going to tick on this and then press OK. Now see. Okay, why the background color is going to change? Because I will show it to you, because the color is blue over here. That is why, and we choose a green color. Okay, now see, Again, I have to go to the conditional formatting, then data bar, and then more rules, and then click on the show bar only. Just click green color and then OK. Now see, this is a bar which is given in this. Now I'm going to change the value over here. If I select 1200 only, so look the graph properly. See, have you seen some changes in a graph? See the effect of the graph. Okay. So this is the way you can modify your values in the form of rating with bar chart. So this is an interesting topic. Okay. I hope you enjoyed with this. Now, one more module which I want to share with you, that is banking accounting training. Banking accounting training. In this, a simple formula which is future value. This is a current scenario that everyone wants to put FD and want to get higher and higher values for the securing of their future. So how we have to make the future value? So for this, I prepared a one module in this. Let us take an example. Fourth one, the name of any customer, let us say Mitesh Patel. HDFC Bank is fixed amount, FD amount is, let us take 12 lakh rupees. Okay. The rate of interest is 9% and the duration is 8 years. The duration is 8 years. Now I'm going to select the future value of it. So for this, I have to select future value from the formula bar. So as we all know how to find a future value, how to find the functions, simply is equal to then FV. Okay, FV means a future value, then bracket. Okay, so the highlighted value is rate, which rate you want to put. So the rate is given 9%, then N per is duration, then principal amount, that is to be not considered yet. So it is just simply present PV, that is your FD amount, then type, which is 0. Right? So the formula is working and 12 lakh rupees as a FD amount and the interest rate is 9% and the duration is 8 years. So this is a final amount that will get by the Mitesh Patel at the end of 8 years. I hope you can understand very well. Students, any question? If not, then I go with the final module which I prepared over here. How to prepare final attendance. Look, with the reference mark, with the reference mark. So for this, I prepared 1 month, for example, attendance report for the month of November. As a student or as a faculty member, this will be helpful to the faculty members also, that how to create a attendance report with the master files. So simply you have to prepare a 12 different or 6 different sheets for the semester 1 as per the given format: serial number, roll number, name of the students, the total lectures which you conducted in a month, then total lecture missed by the students, it means the absence. Then you have to count total present. How to count a total present? So total lecture minus missed lectures. So that will give you total present lectures. And you have to simply find out the percentage of attendance, because this report you have to submit it to your boss or HOD. So specifically for the faculty members, I prepared this module also. Okay, so I'm just using the formula over here. The formula is, I repeat one more time over here, is equal to then the total lecture minus total missed lectures. Then I just press enter. So it will give me a total present lecture. Now, how to find out the percentage of the total present lecture? So for this is equal to bracket total present lecture into, sorry, wait a minute. Is equal to total present lecture into 100 divided by total lecture. That will give me a percentage of a particular students who attended a 1 month lecture. Okay. Same way, I prepared 10 students rate data for the month of November. Now, same way, I prepared one more sheet for the month of December. Okay. For the month of December, I can prepare this. There are 3 to more sheets for the semester, and then the final attendance sheet. Okay, the final attendance sheet. How we have to club, or how we have to merge all the 4 sheets in a one sheet, that I'm going to show it to you. See, the same format which I mentioned in my previous slides, in my previous sheet, attendance report for the month of for the semester, not for the month of, attendance report for semester, whatever the semester. For example, let us take semester 4. Now, November month attendance. So I mention it over here in a A1 sheet. Okay. And in a A2 sheet, I mention a December month report. Now I'm going to combine all the sheets in a one sheet. So for this, I am taking a referencing of the other sheets. So how the references is given. So for this, just I have to press is equal to, nothing else. Just simply press is equal to sign and then go at A1 sheet and the percentage attendance which is mentioned over here. You just select over it and then press enter. That enter will affect on the final attendance sheet. Look, I do one more time. I just put is equal to sign over here simply in a final sheet. Then I go to my November month sheet. Simply select the cell and press enter. I press in a November month cell, but that will be affected on final sheet. Look, okay. So now simply I'm dragging like this. So every student's data will displayed. Now same way, I will do the attendance for December month. Simply one more time, press equal to, go to A2 sheet, select the percentage attendance for the students, press enter, it will display the percentage mark. Okay. So, and after this, the total attendance you have to perform. You have to perform. Why it is mentioned over here 56? Because I didn't put any value over here. So I am going to remove it. So it will, oh, reference is there. So it is, let us put some value over here. So that will give you proper answer. Because I didn't prepare January month attendance report. So I'm just putting the values. So the final attendance report is showing like this. If you found this kind of decimal numbers in an haphazard manner, you have to go to this menu, which is called increasing and decreasing decimal number. So it will show you a proper formatting. So that's what I have for you. I hope you all are very much enjoying with this session. So from my side, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Is it helpful to you or not? I wanted to know.
Very effective webinar.
Oh, it's very helpful, sir.
Your feedback given me in some boosting. I require positive feedback from you.
Great. Uh, it is really a knowledgeable session, Mehul sir. Many of the students know about those things, new skills about the Excels. Even we faculties know about the new formulas regarding Excels. I would like to request students, if you have any query, you can share your query to Mehul sir.
Students, I'm waiting.
All right. If Mehul sir, if any students come up with any particular query,
Yes, sir.
I will inform you, right? And we will
Definitely, sir.
communicate regarding that
Definitely.
query, right? Okay, so I would like to thank Dr. Mehul Patel on behalf of Faculty of Commerce for sharing such informative informations that can be very, very much helpful to us as a research person, as a faculty, as a student, as well as those people who are going to join in the corporate industries. Thank you so much, sir. We hope that such information will be shared by you and you will develop such skills to us in future times, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. You provide me a wonderful
Sure.
platform for sharing my knowledge. One more time, I'm thankful to Dr. Divyang, Mr. Arpan Patel, Parul University, all the faculty members, and all the students.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mehul sir, for your word of wisdom.
So, sir, we are ending up the webinar here, sir.
So I'm quitting now.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.